Okay, I think we're live now. Let's see. Hello everyone, welcome. Please say hello. Please say everything is sounding right. So we can start. Okay. Okay, I think, yeah. So welcome everyone. This is the second streaming on this channel. If you haven't seen the first one, I think I have to start saying that I'm sorry again because of my English, my accent, my language. It's not English, so I'm always trying to be the most clear as I can. So I think I have to apologize every time until you don't know the difference, you know. Maybe someday. So the reason because I did this repeating the live stream, I think it was great the last 2 weeks. I think was the first one. A lot of good comments and a lot of love from you. So I decided to do this 2 times a month. I think I can try to do it. Just because I think it's kind of a new thing doing this, and I like it. I like talking with you, with every one of you. Even if you are kind of a little amount of people. The last time it was above 100, I think, and I couldn't read every one of your questions, so I think I'm going to have to do this a lot more and try to do this kind of a live lesson, like the title says, but you have to do some questions, and I'll try to answer you in matters of the bass, in matters of whatever you want to know. I think we have to we have to focus on the instrument more than myself. But if you have some questions, you can also do them, and I'll try to answer them. So like I said, the first live stream was great, and I had a lot of good comments. So the first thing I'm going to ask you, and please tell me if you don't understand what I'm saying, or if you want me to play again something, please try to do it. So Mr. Isaac Ryan, in example, he says, "You are the person that got me into bass. Thank you so much." Thank you to everyone, and thank you to you, Isaac. I think we kind of create a feedback in which I can learn from this, and you can learn from what I'm actually learning, and that's the way it has been from a lot of time yet. The first videos, I actually don't like them, and like I said in the first streaming, I think it's a good it's good for practicing making this channel, and for you too. So let's start. Please, you can use that hashtag over there in Twitter. You can leave your comment right here. You can do every of the socials. So this is kind of a not your gaming live stream or whatever, you know. This is kind of, it's like I'm sitting next to you, and this is a class, you know. I'm trying to do a class here. It sounded like a mad no. I'm trying to do a class, and for you and for every one of you that are watching, I will try to keep it as simple as I can, because for you advanced players, I think getting back to basics, it's always really good. So yeah, you should pick up maybe your bass and see what we can do. So okay. Well, could you please show me how a real slap should be? I have already watched several videos explaining it, but every time I try it, doesn't sound the same. That's Mr. Death PTBR. Okay, a real slap sound. Okay, so maybe I'll slap and you will tell me if my sound is real. I don't know. Okay, so the first lesson, the first streaming that it's already been uploaded, I actually talked a little bit about slapping, so you can go there and try to maybe get some. I think I have a lesson too, but you know, I think I'm going to repeat it. You know, most of the people that pick up a bass, they always want to slap and slap the shit out of the bass, and I like it. I like it too, but I think maybe it's not always the first thing you have to learn before some other things. But I think it's not that hard. Just there's kind of a physical thing going through. So it's mostly when you think it's not sounding right, something, whatever. It's because you're not doing the physical part in a good way. You know, maybe my bass is sounding like this. And that's because I'm not using a good hand position. So it sometimes I don't know if you get me, but getting into slap is getting a good root and good position of the hands. So maybe you can slap an A here in the 5th fret, and as I said in the first video, the part of the thumb that you're using, it's this bony part, and you have to make physically what the thing that you're making when you slap. It's hitting the string to the fretboard. So that's the sound you have to get. It's not that hard when you have a kind of a good bass, but maybe sometimes the problem is also getting the proper instrument. You know, the first bass I ever played, I couldn't also slap, but I really don't know if it's about the bass or if it was about me and not practicing enough. You know, so I think that covers kind of the question. You know, you can. Okay, I have to scroll up, I think. Let's put the music. So. Sorry, this isn't a learning question, but what was the hardest bass song you ever learned? Okay, as I said, I'm answering whatever, you know. Maybe not that personal things, but because who cares, you know? Who cares if I don't know. I don't. So let me read that again. Okay, the first streaming I also said that Tommy the Cat was one of the hardest, but everyone it have its complexities. Sometimes it depends in the amount of time that I have to practice them. You know, sometimes I have to upload a video real soon, so it's hard for me to get it the way I want to, you know. But please don't start playing bass and start playing Tommy the Cat because you will lose your mind. I think. Yeah, you don't start with Primus. Don't start with. So my computer just. So so uh hello. My computer just crashed, and I don't know what to do. Okay. Oh, very sorry. I'm sorry. Eh, just give me a minute to to get things like they was before. Just crashed, and I don't know what to do. So very sorry. I'm sorry. hello. Just give me a minute to get things like they want. Oh, hello, hello. Oh, hello, hello. Uh, 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 mm. Ooh, uh, 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 uh. Ooh, ooh. Tu- 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 Oh, okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, you're still here. Why are you still here? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm very sorry. The computer just crashed, like I said, so I'm very sorry. Okay, I think we can make the like the this didn't ever happened. So let's start again. Hello and welcome everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we're back. Let me mute this. Okay, we're back. Okay, I have to get this. Oh, okay. Okay, Mr. Oh yeah. What's the best warm up to a song to play? Okay, I really wanted to do this. Again, if you're getting back to this, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. The computer just exploded. So, I really wanted to talk about a warm up, and I think every level of bassist can appreciate, and most of the warm up I use, I kind of the first thing. The first warm up that I have, even in my channel, it's about this. And covering the entire fretboard to get to, release some of the tension in your fingers. And I always try to do it, this warm up, before playing. Maybe not that much, but if you're going to play, for example, live, I think you really need to get into, release your fingers, your tension, and always maintaining a good position. When you warm up, you're kind of exercising your fingers like there were, legs. By the way, the tuning, it's just standard here, so you can tune in. The first lesson, like I said, that I uploaded was this: playing first, second, third, and fourth fret, starting in the first string and going all the way across the strings. That's very useful, for a lot of time. It was very useful for me, and you can always try to get to other types of exercises. I most of the time I use this one, alternating spaces, but always watching your pinky finger. So try not to lift any of your fingers while you're doing the first one. If you notice, I'm not doing this, and most of the beginners start playing like that, getting a lot of movement while playing. So the first thing and this is, I think, one of the most important things that I have to mention, for the first lessons that we're going to have. The most important thing while starting to play, it's about position. Keeping, first of all, the thumb of the left hand in you know, strictly speaking, you don't have to be showing the thumb. It has to be here, hiding behind here, and getting support, you know, to the whole hand. And if you want to reach more, if you want to reach a little bit more, you have to stretch your wrist. You know, you don't do this, and keep your wrist where it is, because you will damage your hair, your wrist. So while playing, you have to keep a firm grip behind here. You know, I can show the. This is the place where you're keeping your thumb. You know, most of the cases it's like that. Some of the cases you have to use your thumb maybe to mute some strings. You know, maybe to give it a little silence there. Maybe you're playing something like this, and when you're playing that string, if you're not keeping it you know, muted, it might get you some kind of an unwanted sound. So getting back to this, and when you are getting into this string, you will get down here in the second fret and repeat. And down through the entire fretboard, you know, as long as you can play and start. And of course you have to start slowly. You have to get a really good position, and I'll try to repeat that as much as I can. You need to get a good position and not raising your fingers when you're doing this. Don't do this. I know it's hard. The first time I did it like that, but you really need to think about getting up some stairs here. You know, the first string, and when you're going to the second one, you have to keep your fingers in the same position. You know, kind of scaling up and down with the fingers. Okay. So you can play here, just here, but always remember too that when you're playing in the first frets here, it's kind of harder to play, because you have the kind of a larger space to cover. You know, when you're playing, you know, like here, it's kind of easier to play this and maybe more natural, you know. So if you want to start playing here, you can start here, but eventually you have to get to these positions, and these positions are the hardest to get well, you know. So the variation I use, it's not 1 2 3 4, it's 1 3 2 4, and I think that's a good exercise too, because you have to make some independence in the fingers, and that's great, you know, getting to do this. 1 3 2 4, 1 3 2 4. and repeat. You know, when you're doing it that way, you can repeat here and second fret. So when you get here, you have to turn back, you know, everything backwards. So you have to do 4, 2, 3, 1. Please, everything that you do the first time, you have to do it, you know, slow and thinking about what you're doing, you know. So warming up, like I said, it's very important to start playing and not hurt yourself. You know, it's like stretching. You always have to stretch first. So some people ask me, and maybe some of you are not here anymore because of the crashing of my PC, you know. But I think I have to still going on because this will be uploaded, and it will be there, you know, for you to rewatch, and I think there wouldn't be so much problem there. So how is the string action on your bass? Okay, I want to keep it, you know, kind of low. I don't know if you can see there. I cannot keep it low, so I can play some things, but not too low. You know, I don't like getting those fret sounds. But I have some of them. You know, it depends on the song. You know, some songs doesn't need to have that much higher or lower action. So you really need to get your bass adjusted from time to time, you know, to get the better sound of the bass. You know, some of you maybe doesn't have or don't have the best instrument, but if you keep it well, it can give you some of the sound that you need, you know. So I wanna say hi to every one of you. Also, hello, Mr. Oh, what's up with the comments? Okay. Mr. Scott Goodlet, would you ever play Avenged Sevenfold? Yeah, I like that. I like that band. I think I don't know it. You know, I don't know so many songs. But most of you, you know, request a lot of songs, and I like it. I like that you do this, you know, because I really have some public to get to know what's the song that I have to play next, you know. Sometimes I watch the videos that I uploaded recently, and I watch the comments, and I'm always trying to play the song that have the most requested song, you know, the one with the most likes. So, for example, for the one that are watching this, soon I will try to upload you know, Take Me Out from Franz Ferdinand. That's maybe a song that is not that hard, but some of you requested it, So if you want to really maybe from me to notice the song that you want to learn, you can always tell people that give a lot of likes to that to that comment, and maybe I'll notice more. Um, I'll try to do this. Not to get like a popular or whatever. It's kind of the first videos that I had. If you commented a song, I could play it, immediately. I have so many less comments, so I could put attention to every one of them, and I liked, that, but this thing it's expanding, so I can't do that anymore. So, Mr. Dominic John, can you side thread on bass? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Maybe if you can explain me. But some Mr. or Miss, I don't know. No, I think Mr. Lame, Fender or Music. I really like Fender, but it's kind of the tradition that helps me to choose that kind of basses. Mr. The Iron Walrus, hey man, I wanted to thank you for what you do. Your video helped me learn the Red Hot Chili Peppers. No, hey, oh, okay. So if you have also some questions about a specific part of a song, you can always make your questions. You can also ask me about some music theory things that I think I can help you in some way. I'm not that good in some things, but I think I can help in kind of your musical inquiries. I don't know how you pronounce that, but I like the word. I don't remember you. No. I don't remember the question. Sorry. Mr. Lucas Camargo, Mr. Gabriel Esteves, Mr. Oh. How exercise did you do to play Orion? Okay. I'm going to open the tabs for this. Okay, Metallica. So one of the most, I think, watched videos was the one from Orion, and there's some parts that are very tricky. First with the strummings, it's kind of hard, but I really like this. So I'm going to try to play it to you because it relates a lot with what I was talking previously, and it's about finger strength, about getting to warm up. And if you don't warm up, maybe you can't play, this. You remember that? You can play this if you're not kind of warmed up to play it. So okay, yeah. So if you watch the finger positions in this kind of a riff of the song, you can check this. When you do this, you're working obviously your right hand to get to a lot of more you know, speed in your strumming. So I have some exercises to practice this, but the first thing you need to practice to get to this part, it's obviously doing it very slow. So let's do it slow for you to understand what I'm doing with the fingers. You know, there's a there's a term that it's called, I think, raking. I really don't know, but I think it's called that way. And raking, it's, you know, playing a string and immediately with the same finger playing the next one in the next string. You know, that thing, it's very helpful for when you're playing fast, when you're playing some faster things, and I use it in this part of the song. You know, so I do this. It's when I do this, I start with the index, and I do index, and when I'm doing this and I have to return to this string, I use the same finger. So that's an example of what is raking. So you have to really use this and get accustomed to do that thing when you try to get into a next level in playing. You know, you can play a scale like this. So okay, here. And when you're getting back to play, when you're playing from the end to the beginning, you can use some raking too. Yeah. So when you're playing this, it's index, middle, and index, and you start playing again with this. So it's kind of example, you know, of some things you can start playing right away. Some songs that I upload, you really need to get some preparatory exercise made by you. You know, you can download, you know, the tabs. Please remember, the tabs are always free for you to download, to use. Please also remember the software that I am using for playing the tabs. It's called Go Play Along, and it's free for downloading, and you can synchronize the song into the tablature and play it, you know, with the song. I really like that because you know, hearing some shitty MIDI, it's not so encouraging for me to play it, you know. Have you ever heard of a cartoon called Cowboy Bebop? It's the song. Okay, I think I know the cartoon. Yeah, but like I said, I don't want to become some of the. There's some people there that are not paying so much attention to the people, you know, getting into the comments, and I'm really always listening and watching all your comments. So please keep asking me things, because I'll try to answer to everything. You know, Mr. Stefan. Oh, thanks for the comments, man. I have done a few covers on my own, learning some covers from your tap bits. I really like that. Also, please send me your videos, and maybe I can give you some advice. Maybe not. Maybe you play it better than me. You know, I love to see that. You know, I don't consider myself the very best player. So here's a good question. How much time did you practice a day? And I think I said it in the first stream too. And I practice kind of a 3 to 4 hours minimum every day. But it's just because I have to make videos for you. You know, I have to get the videos going. So I have to keep playing and keep playing and keep getting better. You know, that's the thing. So, in the meantime, while you're asking your questions, I will try to get you in some other exercise about warming up. I think this fail lesson that I'm trying to get along to, I'll try to give it the theme of warming up, but because for being the first official lesson, I think it's good for start getting into warming up a lot, you know. So here's another exercise for warming up. I don't have tabs for this. I'm kind of making them up in the way, so I'm sorry for that. This is one I actually used this one in guitar, and it's strictly for warming up I think the weakest of the fingers. This one here, you know. Some people can even do this without moving the others, you know. It's something you have to practice doing this. So here's the thing. Okay, it's it's just this, you know. When you do this, you I think you will feel kind of the working of the pinky finger, you know? So the notes we have G, A, second string, G, A, 5th, 7th frets, and we have here C, and that's E flat, 5th fret, 7th, and 5th and 8th. So when you get to this, you have to get back also. So get to the end and repeat the same path. And try to do it, you know, at some pace when you're comfortable, and try to accelerate just a bit from time to time. And you start to feel, you know, some tension released here. You know, when you, I think, I don't know who said that, but when you work the weakest finger, you're actually working all the other fingers. So when this is done, the other ones are also done. So please take care of the weakest of your fingers. And you can also get moving from fret to fret. You know, you can do this. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of some hard metal stuff when you do it like this. Kind of the diminished chord. I think that's a bit harder to pull off. So you can start with this. Okay. Mr. Rodrigo Guerrero, is it advisable to learn to play bass with pen? With a pen? With a pick? Maybe? Yeah. Okay. It is advisable, and it depends only on your style, man. Please don't let anyone tell to you that this it's better than this. You know, there's no difference. You know, it's kind of like asking a drummer that if he prefers sticks or brushes or whatever. You know, it's kind of a preference, but you get another sound with this thing, you know, and it is advisable. You know, you can actually play all the exercises that I just gave you. You know, also with a pick, you can do this. And sometimes you can also play faster with a pick than fingers. I really don't know if that's my case. Okay. Okay. It's kind of the same deal. So. And that was the first exercise. You can also do the second one here. And you can also do this. So when you're picking, there's also some raking kind of in the picking. It's more called sweeping, you know, when you're getting into guitar, and you can also do this, playing with the same motion upwards or downwards to get more speed. You know, you can do this. You can. And using the same motion for two strings. You can play it alternating, you know, like this. So, Mr. Carlos Ramos actually says pick is mostly used for metal songs, and I kind of disagree. Maybe I I play a lot of songs that are not metal, and they have a pick, you know. But in sometimes it's about the sound. Sometimes it's about the disability to play with the other thing, and that's the thing. I think when you can't play with fingers or you can't play with a pick, that's bad, you know. you have to really get into play with everything, you know. So I think that covers the question. Let's see. Yeah, about showing the face or whatever. I I'm not ashamed or anything, but I really want to give the bass the first shot. So it's always about the bass, you know. Mr. Matthews, how about tapping? Any advices on how to get a clean sound? Okay, I think we covered enough of the beginner things. So if you're a beginner, and I really wish the things that I gave you make may help you, you know. Tapping is kind of not a basic thing to do, but it's kind of fun to play. So here's some exercise you can use for tapping. You know, tapping it's just doing this. You know, using your finger to tap the string in the fret that you want and get it a sound. When you're doing something like this, there's some things you have to get clear first. One of the things that maybe you yourself asked about, it's about getting a clean sound, and a clean sound it's very difficult to obtain sometimes. You know, getting some good sound. It's about I think it's about starting playing very slow, getting to play it very slow. And here's the exercise. I really hope it helps you maybe. And I really like to do this, you know. And some arpeggiated things. So the first thing, tapping it's not that hard. You have to get a kind of the pressure that you do in a hammer-on. You know, the more pressure you get, kind of a tap. It's a this it's very important to have low action if you're going to do this, because it will cost a little bit more. So Mr. Carlos says, when you're tapping, what do you really do to make it sound? Because I have tried, but I have to max volume to hear it, or maybe it's because the strings are too high. Okay, it may be the two things, you know. Maybe you have some high strings, but if you have you know the practice to do this, and you know, applying a good pressure, you know, it's not that if you do it with not so much strength, it can sound like this. And you don't have the sound, you know. You have to give some extra force to do this. So the exercise, playing in the 12th fret here in the first. Okay, that's a G, another G, you know, open string. When you're tapping and you're doing a pull off in the tap, you have to tap with the finger and release, but doing it in the same time you have to also play the string. You know what I mean? You have to do this. Play the string. Kind of playing it that way. But also doing the tapping. So, when you do this, if you don't do what I said, it will sound like that. You hear that? If you just lift your finger, you get some overtones, you get some harmonics that you don't want. So you have to do it like this. It doesn't matter the finger that you use. You can use the index finger too. But I really like using this one. I don't know why. So Mr. Gabriel also says, I have problems with the sound to do tapping too, and it's because the strings are too high. Yeah, that's some of the most common thing. It's getting the strings too high, you know. So even if you have a really low string bass, you can just play like this, you know. I'm not using this hand. And that's a good exercise too, you know, playing the same thing but getting the sound just with your left hand. You know, that's some strength there, you know, and it can help, you know, doing. You have this free hand to do some tapping also here. You know, you can do this. So that's one of the powers of you know, I like to think about tapping like playing the piano in the bass, and I really like this. You know, in the bass you have some richness in your playing. Yeah? If you're a good bassist, you can have percussion. You can have some piano things. You know, you can have always the bass playing. You can have guitar. You can have everything you want if you play good bass. So please practice, you know. About the exercise, you have the okay, you have here 12th fret, open string, here 5th fret, first string. All of this is in the first string, and you're also using, you know, the pinky. You can do it like this, but I will never recommend to you don't using this, you know. It's also a finger. Please use it, you know. Use your pinky. I see a lot of even professional bassists that they just play like this, you know, and this is just hanging out there, and they don't use it, you know. So use it. Here 12th fret, open string, 5th and 8th. So you pull out, get the sound, do a good tapping here and good tapping there. You know, you have two tappings to do with this sound. So you really need to get some volume of the bass. and you get back here. So I think that's a good exercise to, you know, get some fun out of it and practice. It's not easy, and if you're a beginner, please don't start tapping. You know, get some warming up first. You know, like the first exercises with it. So keep practicing. Maybe another question. I don't know what time it is. Maybe it's time to go. I don't know. Okay. We're at 1 hour, but so the first minutes, my computer just crashed, and I'm going to give it a little more time for you. Maybe another question. Okay, is there a technique that uses slapping and tapping together, such as slapping on low strings and tapping on high? Okay, Mr. Tracer. Let me think about it. You know, everything is done in this time. You know, but if you hear some of Victor Wooden playing, he's also using everything. You know, from tapping to whatever. You know, you can do. You know, I don't know. Some things like that. You can. I don't know. Can you go over muting notes during a slap, Mr. Constantine? Mr. Constantine, it's a good question. Can you go over muting notes during slap? Okay, that's another thing. I think I did answer it in the first stream. I'm going to repeat it very fast. Muting notes without slapping, it's like this. You know, you just place your hand, most of your fingers, and not pressing the frets, and you get the sound. The same deal, you know, your hand doesn't change at all, and you can slap, and you get the sound, you know. So you really need to know about slapping before getting the muted notes, you know. But it really, slapping, it's all about percussive playing. So if you don't you don't use a lot of muting, the lines are never the same. You know, you can do this, or you can do this. All of this, it's just muting strings. Okay, so I think that was fast. I don't have a green screen, it's just the wallpaper, and I really don't like it, but you know, I'm not going to paint it. It's a rented house, so I don't care. So Miss Katie, okay, Katie, at what age did you start to play bass? I also said it the first stream. Please go check it out. It's I started playing bass in the, I think it's 2011, and I played the guitar before, so I had some of the notions, you know. Mr. Sue Tube. Hi, I play with a pick and it's really hard for me to play with my fingers, but I wanna start playing with my fingers. Any tip for me? Okay, you started playing bass with a pick and you really want to get into fingers. So I think the first minutes of this stream will help you in a way, you know, getting into fingering the strings, you know, with the the warming up. But when you get from picking, I also have to get from picking to playing with my fingers. You know, I never played with my fingers before when I just picked the guitar and do some shitty solos, whatever. So the first thing, it's don't worry if you get some blisters, you know, and get a lot of playing, hard playing, but always watch your fingers, you know. Watch your integrity when you play, and try not to hurt yourself. Yeah. So I encourage every one of you to get a. If you play only with fingers, go and grab a pick and play the same thing with a pick, and vice versa. You know, you can do it the other way too. The comments are kind of bugging. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Gabriel also asks about the tapping in Mudvayne. I think there's some crazy tapping there, and I really don't remember the song. Maybe if you tell me about the song, I can open the tabs. So, Mr. Grant, I think, do your fastest slap bass solo like for 30 seconds. Okay, maybe I'll do some things at the end of the streaming. By the way, I think it's about 15 more minutes, maybe. So then we're going with our lives, you know. I really, I'm going to say that even before we finish. I really hope this is helping you. You know, it's not a fancy way of getting, you know, to learn something like in the main videos I'm uploading. You know, I have a good camera. I don't speak. I just play. But this is kind of a conversation, and I really want it to be a class. You know, it's like a private class that it's for free. You know, you can ask me whatever, and I'll be try to get some exercise for you. I'll try to work some exercises. Today we watch about some warming up. Maybe the other week, the other next 2 weeks, I'll work in something else, and you can tell to me, you know, about slapping, about playing whatever song. So, Mr. Matthews says it's late, so goodbye. Okay, there's some people also asking me things in Spanish because I'm from Chile and this is my native country and I speak Spanish. So, guys, if you understand English, please sorry, because I'll try to always speak in English because it's kind of a neutral language in these times, so everyone can understand, you know. But Mr. Carlos Ramos pregunta, ¿cada cuánto haces estos live? And that means how often do you do this live streaming? And I'm doing just I have 2, you know, and I really want to do them every 2 weeks, kind of. So get accustomed to this, and you can prepare some questions, some good questions, and you can. It's you know, like I said, it's like a class, you know. So get into this. And it's easier, you know, getting this than a video, but please don't think I'm kind of getting in the easy way to a YouTube channel, because I don't like that. I really want to work hard for this, so it's kind of another way to approach you. I don't know what type of play style is best for a Gibson Epiphone Thunderbird. Maybe some of you in the comments can also get into answering some questions. Maybe I can get some moderators in some time also. I also said in the first streaming, someone is asking me, who is your favorite bass player? And that's very hard, you know. I really like the ones that I know I can play things from them, you know. I really like Jaco. I really like Victor Wooden and some jazz things, because some of them are really impossible for me to play yet. So I really admire the effort in this. But some of my favorite players also in the styling thing and the line creation. I really like Robert De Leo, I think it's pronounced. It's the bassist from Stone Temple Pilots. I really like what he does there. So please go check it out and check some of the songs I have from his playing, because there's some good line creation, and that's very important. Even more than just playing fast or playing some complex things. You know, there's some questions that are repeating themselves, and maybe when you watch, I don't have a problem repeating some answers too. So I've been playing, you know, for I don't have the math, but it's since 2011. Some people think it's important the time that you're playing, but I really think you can play 20 years, 1 hour a day, or you can play 5 years, you know, 3 hours a day, and it's really not the same deal, you know. That's a funny question, Mr. Di Aldini, because I don't have actually any pedals. I don't possess any kind of gear. You know, I have the bass, I have the strings, I have the chord, I have an interface, an audio interface, and I process everything digitally. So that's how I get every of the sound that you're hearing now. And I'd love to have some pedals and some good amps, but I don't, because I don't have the money, and I don't have the privilege to get a lot of gear, you know. And that's the truth. And I don't say it for you to get pity on me. It's about for me to teach you some important lesson. And I also said it in the first stream. You don't really need many things to get a good in something, you know. Please don't think about that. You don't really need the best bass and the best whatever. So Miss Alondra, te lo voy a decir en español y después lo repetiré en inglés. ¿Cómo puedo agilizar la rapidez? How can I improve my speed? She asks. So Mr. There's some people also getting some answers of this question, so I really like that. But please check the first minutes of this stream, and I think they can help you, you know. Revisa los primeros minutos quizás de este live y puedes descubrir que hay algunas cosas ahí que te pueden interesar, ¿ya? Sobre calentamiento de los dedos y cómo tener un poco más de rapidez, ¿ya? Any tips for practicing slap bass for a beginner? Also, I said it in this. I think I'm covering most of the you know, this kind of a most frequently asked questions, and when we get through this, I think some of the good questions and more complex things we can get into. I'm trying to. I will try to get some slap bass exercises for the next time also. You can sweep pick on the bass, yeah, you can. I think I saw some people doing it. So Mr. Pogo Koala says, Cover Solutions, it's been a pleasure to finally exchange words. I like how you're trying to make this into a class and that you're doing it out of passion. I can only hope that one day you will. I really hope to, and I really like those comments. Please give some love. I will give you some love in return. So I really like. I know there's some things we can improve here, but the idea, I really like it, and it's about a private class that you can access to, you know, without paying, and who doesn't like that, you know? But I know sometimes I get some silences, I get some pauses, and it's because I'm thinking in my head in Spanish, and then I'm translating, and then I'm trying to play, and then I'm trying to remember the name of the notes, and so many things. So please be patient, and this will get better, you know. How do I make a jazz walking bass line? That's interesting. And I really I really don't know the science of it, you know. But one of the most easy things, it's thinking about the chord and thinking about the notes that the chord has, you know. Maybe if you have an A minor playing, you know. Let me stop the music. Oh, this is a good instance to remember if you have some questions in the matter of musical theory, harmonization, some of the technical musical things. I can also try to answer some of them, and I really like to talk maybe about a music theory and have a kind of a board and maybe do some drawings and explain to you some things that are very 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 useful. So a walking bass line maybe in an A minor, maybe something like this, you know. Or you can do the thing about a walking bass line in a kind of easy thing to say, you have to get through the notes of the chord, but using a lot of passing notes, you know, like this. This is a passing note. You have A minor, and you want to get to A minor. You can use a passing note that it's not from the harmony of the chord itself. You know, you can do this. When you do this note, it's not from the chord, it's not from the scale that you can apply to the A minor, so you're using passing notes just to pass and maintaining, you know, a kind of a quarter note feel, and you can do some, you know, some fooling around. Like that. That's easy, and it also applies with the warming up we were talking about. You know, getting this A minor, so you get the notes of the chord that are only this one. His A, the C, and E. Those are the notes of A minor. And you are using some passing notes to get to the notes. And that's only this 5, 6, 7, 8, and the other string 7, 6, 5. And you have kind of a walking bass line, but it's very not the best bass line, walking bass line that you can get. So I'm not the actual one that uses a lot of walking bass lines. So, but the essence of the thing is that, you know, getting the notes and the passing notes and the feel. So I'm reading some of the of the love that you give me, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm thinking we're gonna give it an end to this. I really hope you can understand me a lot more clearly, and I really hope this was useful for you. If it wasn't, please let me know. If it was, also please let me know. The next time I will give a lot of more tips, a lot of more answering of your questions. So here's a nice question just to finish this. Mr. Storm says, why did you pick the Washburn Taurus bass over the other bass guitars? And I'm always remembering you. This was my first bass, and it has been from a lot of time. And I bought it because it was cheap, and I checked some reviews, obviously, but I really like the sound. I really like the fact that it's not a two-piece, you know, it's one-piece bass. And some of the aesthetics I also like very much, but I don't get attached to the instrument, you know. I really don't. If something happened to this bass, I will try just to buy another, you know. I don't really like the philosophy or whatever of getting you know, that many love for your instrument, and you know, relying on it like it was like it was the fountain of your sound, you know. Your fingers and you are the sound, and you have to understand that you can play whatever in whatever bass, and it should sound like your style, you know. Your style is not your bass, it's you. And that's something to remember, and maybe say goodbye with this. So oh yeah, I do boil my my strings. If you have some some old strings. You can boil them, you know, hot water, and it will get some of the brightness, and you can get a nice soup. um, okay, goodbye everyone. Thank you so much from my heart for all the support here, for all the loving, and more things are coming in the form of the usual covers. So please be in tune, and thank you again. Thank you and thank you, and I will repeat it. Thank you for to the patrons that are helping me. Remember, if you are planning to get into Patreon, it's a good platform for me to really really care about you, because you're actually giving me my salary. So I really care about those people, and I do whatever they they tell me, you know. If they want a song, they'll get it, and so if you want to be a patron, please do it, and so I can eat tomorrow or something like that. So goodbye everyone, and thank you for tuning, and we'll see you, let's see, in 2 weeks, maybe the 1st of April. We'll be here answering all the questions. So goodbye everyone, and see you another time.